Hello everybody and welcome to Minecraft. You see, I enjoyed recording with Joe. It was fun, but I guess I've always preferred single player to multiplayer in this aspect. If I'm gonna do multiplayer, it's going to be for a minigame, not for long-term world, because at the end of the day, it is Joe with access to that world, and not me. It can be removed at any time. And it's a world that's not saved to any files that I own, so it's just not worth it. Overall, I enjoyed playing. I do not regret anything about it. At the same time, I have to be I have to be somewhat capable of realizing the truth. And that truth is that all good things must come to an end. Now, if he invites me to the world to do something, that's different. I'll queue in, I'll spend some time, and it'll be good. It'll be all in good fun. But overall, just me playing in that world for the sake of playing in that world, doing all the grinding and everything else, probably not going to happen for a while. So I figured I would just spend time in my own little world, because that's what I want to do. At this point, a lot of you have seen me play this game to a nice degree, a very good degree. I don't see any coal at all. Oh, I found it. I definitely found it. Now, some of you who don't know me are probably wondering why I'm back in the alpha versions of this game. Well, I just find the older version of this game to be a much more relaxing and overall appealing experience to myself. I just think it's more fun. Now, of course, like the progression series, we're going to be updating, but the updates are really going to come not when I think I'm going to be recording for fun, but rather if I think I've done everything I can in an update, then I'll go out of my way to update the game. But that won't be for a long while, especially because I like the alpha terrain. I like how the game looks in alpha. I think that the only part that I'm not too big on would be the overall limited mechanics, but as a whole, it's all good. It's all really good. And I'm going to assume you all know how to play this game, because I've done multiple videos of this game on the channel before. I had multiple series. I even had the progression series, which I think, while not great, was still one of the most fun I had playing this game. Okay, 2. Is that everything? It is. 2 is enough. As is customary, the way we start this Minecraft world, we start with a sword and a pick. Stone. And that's about all I'm really going to say for now. I know a lot of what I say is going to be cut out, because when I do Minecraft, I tend to cut out a lot more than I leave in, which is a huge departure from SVS. Why did I put this in between SVS and Rebirth 3 Let's Plays? Well, you see, I just wanted to play Minecraft. I think this game is very fun. And that's all there is to it. Ha. The good old dark graphics. Very dark graphics. Back when it was really hard to see in the dark. I know, not everyone likes it, but I like it. I think it's cool. The overall difficulty of the game at the time, it wasn't completely about just going for mending or any of that. Okay, there was some joy to it. Okay, there's a lot of joy to it. I'm gonna need a few more of these. That should be enough for now. And the reason we're going this far in is because right away, even at the beginning, you need to get some resources. This cave kind of sucks, but at least we have an infinite source of Vata. Okay. What I'm going to do now is dig downwards. Maybe I'll build into this cave later. But for now, I'll just dig downwards and it'll be good. It'll be really good. So I just need to make sure and check that I don't overload. 2, 3, 4. So far, it doesn't say anything about overloading and error overloaded. Consider turning down your video settings. I, I, I can't. This is as low as I can get my settings. Because anything lower, and what ends up happening is it looks like a jumbled mess and nothing gets done, okay? I would mean we would literally be running 2007 video quality. Okay, so I've officially reset the OBS to default, and at this point, I'm just going to have to learn that it's going to have encoder overloaded. I have not noticed any greatly significant difference. If it does exist, then it sucks, but I don't think there's anything I can really do about it. I need more trees, by the way. More trees, more nourishment, because without the trees, we have nothing. Okay. Now, if people who don't know, I think that the two great periods of Minecraft were Alpha, the very end of Alpha, and the very end of Beta, along with, I guess, 1.6.4. Because 1.7.3, while an amazing update, was not the end-all be-all. There are better eras of Minecraft. I mean, what else is there to do in this? The reason I'm doing this is because I really want to break from any of those high action, high reflex required games, such as SVS, but I also want the games to be simple, while having enough depth to be fun. Still, what I'm going to do now is empty out this entire section so that I can make a rather large square. To explain what I'm doing, I'm trying to make an underground passageway from here to there on this side so that I can skip going through the water every single time. I believe we've gone deep enough that the water should no longer pose a significant threat. And if I'm not deep enough, then I can just dig deeper. And then eventually I want to connect this area to the mountains so that I can have some sort of labyrinth going on. That way, I can travel the overworld without needing to worry about the above. The above will be designed for the monsters. I'm just taking my little spot here. And then eventually, we will, and I repeat, we will take over the top once the bottom has taken its hold. Because as we stand, we are much weaker than any mob because we can't run. Our clicking speed is not capped, actually. I'm thinking of an even earlier version of the game where the clicking speed was capped. Thankfully, it's not. And overall, I think we're going to have a good time in this series. This will, like I said, this will be kind of similar to Progression series, but not entirely similar, as there will be enough differences to differentiate it, such as there being much less focus on the updates, and rather more focus on just having a good time. Can I use wood yet? Yeah, I can. Okay, so at this point we've gotten almost the entire thing dug out. We still need a little bit more. However, the sun just came up, which means we gotta get trees, because I'm running out of wood. And we're back. I have finished digging this down. I realized this wasn't deep enough, so I had to add slabs everywhere. Because if it's not deep enough, then I can't go underneath. And if I can't go underneath, then what ends up happening is water gets in the base. And that's not good, because flooding makes construction, especially in an era of Minecraft where you couldn't sprint or swim, absurdly difficult. It's still possible to work around it, but I would prefer not to. In addition, by digging out these entire sections of the map, I have guaranteed myself a borderline, anyways, practically borderline, endless supply of cobblestone. And most likely, I will not have to restock on cobblestone for quite a while, given that the entire point was to have so much cobblestone from digging instead of building, meaning that I won't run out of resources for a long time. And then here's what I pulled from my trips. I'm also going to have to make a tree farm because I can't go outside. It's scary. There's enemies everywhere, and I could get killed. Overall, I think I'm going to call it here. Okay, you know what? Not yet. I can do a bit more. However, for the time being, I'm going to finish this section up. But before that, I'm going to put some sand in here so that I can make some glass. Which, for those of you who don't know, is my favorite block in this game. Look at that, we got the zombies already. They're walking above us. If we pay attention, we can probably catch one. Hell, this right here is a threat to our safety. But because light travels through slabs, we're still safe. Very much safe. Okay, to put a quick send-off to this, I have finally extended this staircase all the way to the top, so that now we can get all the way down here while just walking. Therefore, the last thing I have to show you is this. This is where I'm going to put the tree farm. It's going to go upwards, but because we're deep enough, it won't interact with the upper section of the map. At least, that's the goal. Therefore, I would like to thank all of you so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed.